Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go!
Do you have absolute certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for?
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the Unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
We're serious. We got some amazing people here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Gina, who we got?
We have incredible rock stars, realtor, marketer, entrepreneur, data-driven approach to the Silicon Valley real estate. Mr. Dimitri Krugliak is with us today. Welcome, Dimitri.
Thanks for having me.
Dimitri, how are you?
Good, good, good. How about you?
So I'm doing delightfully. What is your fun fact, Dimitri?
I got into real estate with background in tech and marketing. There are not many of realtors with my background.
Nice. How about this, Dimitri? Would you jump out of an airplane with a blind person?
Depends if I have a parachute.
Awesome. We love Dimitri. Dimitri, welcome to the party, my friend.
Thank
Gina, who we got to roll with Dimitri?
We have Joe Klein, elder law, medical planning, complex trusts and estates, has the bar in New Jersey and New York State, and he's also a certified public accountant in New York as well. Welcome, Joe Klein.
Hi, how are you all?
Hey, Joe. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's your fun fact, Joe, if you don't mind?
Well, along with my law practice, I have 6 kids, which are a lot of fun, and that's also a fact. So,
wow, you got like a basketball team and like number one off the bench. And yeah, what do you got going for boys, girls?
3 boys, 3 girls, and I manage their disputes, make sure everybody's happy, stay on top of their games, and do whatever I have to do to keep them okay.
Here's the story of a man named Klein, the Brady Bunch.
That's right.
Cool. And what's the age range?
3 to 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. All right. Congratulations, Joe, on Extraordinary Life. And we thank you for being here. What town do you live in, Joe?
I live in Passaic, New Jersey.
Yeah. Awesome. Passaic, is it the Highlanders or what's the high school? I'm trying to think of the name of, what's the mascot from Passaic High School? Do you know?
So I'm not really sure because I moved there about 12 years ago from Brooklyn. So, and my kids go to private school though.
Nice.
So I'm not really sure yet.
What high school do your kids go to?
So there's a local yeshiva. It's a Jewish school.
Yeah. Do you know the name?
It's Yeshiva of Passaic.
Oh, very cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
No, I'm from North Jersey, so just very familiar
Yeah.
with the goings on. So, Joe, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. We got Joe, we got Dimitri, Gina. Who else?
We got first generation American of Cuban descent, Miami attorney representing individuals and corporations against insurance companies. Tomas Hernandez is with us today, Sean. Welcome, Tomas.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Thomas, how are you?
Doing well, and you, Sean?
I'm doing very well, my friend. So, what type of insurance disputes you're handling?
Oh man, a lot of accidents, a lot of injuries, anything where basically injured people or victims have to make a claim for anything that they've been injured or wronged in.
Got it. Awesome. And it's Tomas, you go by, right?
Yes, sir. No H, not Thomas.
Yeah, awesome, Tomas. So make sure I'm saying it appropriately. And how about your fun fact, Tomas?
I'm right. I guess we're getting into the latter third of my birth month. So I celebrate the entire month. My birthday is tax day, April 15th, but I do things the entire month.
That's extraordinary. And so what's the most fun thing you've done this month to celebrate your birthday, or that's still coming up?
I was able to go drink around the world, even though there's a pandemic going on in Epcot on Saturday. So,
oh, dude, that's awesome. Love that. What was your favorite place to drink at Epcot?
Oh, I couldn't hear the last part. Sorry.
Yeah, what was your favorite place to drink at Epcot?
Oh, the pub. The pub is always the best one. Right there in England.
Yeah, I was going to say England, right?
Yeah. The cave was close too. The cave in Mexico. Not a lot of people know about it. It's inside the temple, and it's a tequila cave with hundreds of tequilas and mezcals.
I know where I'm going this week.
Bella's ears lit up.
Agree to the sales sorcerer sleeping in the corner there, possibly, or no?
That is a world of tequila is my kind of place.
Bella, have you ever been around the world at Epcot?
I have actually.
Nice. And how did you enjoy the Epcot around the world?
I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Oh,
it was
awesome.
a lot of fun.
Excellent. So, Tomas, welcome to the party. Congratulations on your birthday month. Happy birthday. We will say happy birthday to Tomas every single morning, every single evening for the rest of the month of April. Yes. So, thank you, Tomas.
Thanks.
Yeah, what's happening? Who else we got?
We have Isaudi Gulan. Isaudi Gulan. He's built a couple of businesses from marketing to dog training. Like last week brought in $450K in revenue for the company he works with now and with more in the pipeline. And he didn't fall for the college trap, Sean. Welcome, Saudi. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, man. What are you bringing in 450K? Like what's happening there? What company?
It's Dre Help. I'm in a healthcare, consumables and manufacturing sales. In the next 60 days, give or take, we're going to be the only manufacturer for gloves made in America here in Kansas. Patient examination gloves and mask, and it has been a good time here. I've been having a lot of fun. Yeah, pretty much.
Bella, let's write his number down and let's recruit him away. So, he belongs on you think you can sell real well. So no, Saudi, amazing job, brother. What's your fun fact?
My fun fact is that I used to be a street racer and that I'm still an adrenaline enthusiast.
Ooh, interesting. So what's the fastest you've ever gone street driving? We will not have you arrested. I am an attorney. It's past the statute of limitations and I will protect you. So what's the fastest you've ever gone in street racing?
The fastest I've gone is subjective. I mean, it's about $150, but it's not really, that's not what's fun. I don't like driving fast in a straight line. I like a challenge, zigzagging without, perfectly maneuvering the car like a knife through butter, if not like very smoothly through everything. It's just it's different. It's difficult to explain until you're behind the car doing it.
Right. And it's how do you make sure you zigzag through the baby carriages and like we don't score points for like
no, I only do it. I don't do it on public streets. I only did it with friends and I never did it on public streets. Yeah, no, it is. We did take some precautions to keep other people safe. We would, long story short, we did things, but I was young. I was like 20 something years old. I was very, very young and a little reckless, but we had fun and no one got hurt. Never.
Awesome. And did you like Vin Diesel's 9 movies about that subject?
It inspired me. To be honest with you, it's what led to it. To be honest, it's they created an entire generation of people who loved cars. And it's insane. All my cousins were inspired by it. We all had cars. I mean, it all stems from that. It's amazing what a movie and a brand can do to a society. It's like just that all, just the brand period.
Yeah, and to be jumping off that point, our brand and what we're doing is to cause leaders to lead leaders to make the world a greater place. And that's like what we're up to. So I agree with you completely. It is incredible what the impact in a micro surgical dynamic can have extraordinarily when you hit a tipping point. So Saudi, it's a Saudi?
Saudi, yep. You said it perfectly correct.
Saudi, yep. Yeah, awesome. All right, Saudi, thank you so much.
My pleasure. I look forward to it. Thank you for bringing me on.
Yeah, Gina, we got the real life Vin Diesel today, and who else we got?
We have 2 more judges. This man, I think you met him a couple weeks ago, is the embodiment of the American dream, having survived a childhood that included war, a dramatic escape from pirates at sea, and languishing in a refugee camp, arriving in Houston, Texas at the age of 12 with his 19-year-old brother, speaking no English with nothing more than a shirt on their back. And there's so much more. I am beyond inspired that he has realized not only his dream, but helped so many others realize theirs and helps many, many in charities. I know you met him recently. Welcome, Mr. Tim Mai. So glad to meet you.
Oh my God, Tim, what's going on, man? I had no idea you're going to be on today.
Yes. Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, so Tim, what is happening? This is beautiful stuff. What's your fun fact, Tim?
Fun fact. So, whenever I get into a hobby, I can get pretty obsessive. I'll give you a couple of examples. When I got into koi fish, I started with a few, ended up with like over 1,000 koi fish. Recently, I got into birds, parakeets to be more specific, and now I have like 30 something between parakeets and lovebirds and cockatiels. So yes.
Tim, I'm hallucinating that cleaning up after goldfish is slightly easier than cleaning up after parakeets. Am I right or am I wrong?
But actually, birds are a lot easier than koi fish. Yes.
Really? The birds are easier. Awesome. Okay.
Yes,
so, Tim, how about our fun fact? I think we created a little bit of magic potentially together recently for charity. You want to share?
Yeah. So we raised, over $600,000, at the event, and it's absolutely amazing. In our business, we do a lot of events like seminars and stuff, and we always talk about dollars per head, right? So at the time that we raised the money in the room, there's roughly about 70 people or so. So it's like almost $10,000 per head, which is absolutely incredible for charities. I mean, way beyond what I could have imagined.
Well, brother, love doing it. And that's the power of this formula and what we're doing, the magic that you're creating. And Tim, for fun, last weekend, I was back at Chris Crone's event, and with about 38 people in the room for his elite partners, we raised $401,000. So we're tracking like 10,000 a head, brother, for charity. Right. Yeah, we're going to keep this going, and I look forward to doing a lot of amazing things together, Tim. And Tim, by doing a launch with Unblinded, and that was a part of all the money we raised and things we did. And Tim, I'm looking forward to your mastery and co-creating.
Awesome. Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Gina, we got Tim. We got more.
Yes. Wow, this is exciting. Thank you. We have an author, a real estate maven, certified life and business coach. She's a veteran. Thank you for your service. A speaker at military awards like medals galore. Khadisha McKnight. There's so much more. Welcome, and thanks for all that you do.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Khadisha, how the heck are you?
I am having the best day of my life.
I have a feeling, Khadisha, that every day is the best day of your life.
It absolutely is.
And thank you for your service, by the way. Which branch of the military?
I served in the Army National Guard, Maryland Army National Guard.
Awesome. Maryland?
Yes,
land of the rising crab and terp. My son and my daughter-to-be are University of Maryland students. So, super. Yeah. So, are you still in Maryland?
I am.
You do me a big favor?
Sure.
Friday night, could you drive to the University of Maryland, could you, if I give you the address, could you knock on my son's door and make sure he's doing his homework?
Friday night. On
Oh,
Friday
sure,
night.
Friday night. Yes. Heck yeah.
Kadisha, I'm very grateful. Kadisha, what's your fun fact?
My fun fact is a lot of people see me, they see me serious, focused, and I absolutely love the Caribbean carnivals, which is the parade, get dressed up, feathers in the streets. Yes.
All right. Kadisha, I want you to commit to this. Can you commit to something without knowing what it is? Just give me a yes.
Sure, yeah.
So when we do our Unblinded event in Pirates Week in Grand Cayman, you have to come. Would you come and like lead the festivities in Pirate Week for the Unblinded Elite next time COVID is done? How does that sound?
Absolutely, yes. I'm there.
Have you ever done Pirates Week in Grand Cayman?
No, I have not.
Yeah, super fun. Totally crazy. You dress up as pirates and all kinds of mayhem. Like all the Grand Cayman's huge for scuba diving. The dive boats, all the dive guides all week dress up as pirates. So all over the ocean are like pirate ships, and people are having water gun fights and doing crazy things to each other, capturing dive flags, and the town, the city is all crazy. So it's a lot of fun.
Wow, that sounds exciting. That sounds fun.
Yes. But if you're going to go there, Kadisha, you certainly want to have the sales sorceress with you, because she started as a tot on her front lawn selling crafts at the young age of 8. Progressed
out. Oh my gosh, that's fabulous.
Progressed to a 7-figure earner in the space of network marketing. Then on to being the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada. Today, she is the CEO, president, head honcho, queen, princess, heart-centered warrior of Align Sales, soon to be Align Talent. They keep finding us people, Kadisha, like I can't even tell you how many people we've added in the last week. I'm losing count. Bella Verita, how the heck are you?
I am pretty fantastic, Sean.
Yes, you are absolutely extraordinary, always, and fantastic. What is your fun fact, Bella Verita? And will you join us at Carnival with Gina, with Kadisha, with everybody here when COVID ends in Grand Cayman?
I think so. I think I will lead the tequila tasting on this pirate adventure.
Yes, I am not confused. Bella Verita has not found a party that she dislikes anytime recently. So, Bella, thank you so much for being here. And you're going to rock this house today with this amazing group of 6 fine, extraordinary, heart-centered, courageous, vulnerable, and like I have no idea what's going on here, people that are hanging out with us. Because P.S., there's been more than 3,000 people that have been on the Rail Ross since COVID began. You are part of that legacy, creating impact, heart-centeredness, and a whole bunch of fun. Are you ready, Bella Verita?
I am ready.
Gina Ricci, you are a rock star. Heart-centered, loving, fun, magical, all the things. Thank you for launching us, and we love you. Mwah.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm totally coming with you to the Pirate Week. I appreciate you all. Have fun on the Unblinded Multiverse. Love you too. Bye.
Bye, Gina.
Bella Verita, who is going first?
Ooh, I'm feeling Dimitri today.
I have a feeling it was going Dimitri's way. Dimitri.
I'm ready.
Bella will role play. Anybody want to role play? It's all about hello to yes. Who would you like Bella to be? That's a yes that you're seeking in the world. Could be an ideal client. Could be like a book deal. Whatever you want, Dimitri. Who is Bella going to be?
So Bella is an expired listing, and I'm calling her to get her to list her house that he wants to sell with me.
All right, Dimitri, your expired listing, Bella. You're going for sale by owner. Somehow the tidal wave of energy in the real estate market.
Well, hold on. So expired listing, was my expired listing with you, or did my listing expire with somebody else?
Well, if it's with me, you're looking for a different agent, right? But it's not going to happen with me, and
Okay.
that's why I'm calling you, right?
Okay,
So you listed it with an agent before.
Yeah.
The agent before me could not sell it. Now the listing is expired. Now I'm calling you.
All right, let's do this.
Let's go. Bella, take us in.
Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. My name is Dimitri. I'm with Keller Williams Realty Silicon Valley. And I'm calling you because I have a question. I'm really shocked why your home didn't sell.
Yeah, you and me both.
Excuse me?
You and me both. You said you're shocked my home didn't sell. I said you and me both.
Yes, we have a crazy seller's market. The homes are just basically selling like crazy. They're getting into bidding wars, multiple offers. They're going for way over listing price. I'm just curious. What do you think there is a reason it didn't sell?
I don't know, Dimitri. Why don't you tell me? Because
Well,
I listed it. I did all the things my realtor told me to do. We did the staging. We did the photographs. I have no idea.
And let me ask you this: how many showings did you get? How full was the showing calendar?
I believe we had at least 5 or 6.
5 or 6. And how many offers did you get?
We got 2, but they were really low ball offers and weren't even really worth looking at.
Well, here's another reason I'm calling you. I'm calling you to apologize for our real estate profession, because unfortunately, not every one of people in our business knows how to sell the homes properly. Here's a thought I have for you right here. If you only have 5 showings, then there is either an issue with how your home was prepared and marketed to attract the showings, or maybe you didn't have enough time allocated for those showings. What you really have to do to get the top value for your home is you have to get everybody in your market to look at your home. You have to get them excited. You have to get them into
So how do you do that? Like, why do you feel like, why do you think my agent didn't do that?
Well, see, just looking at your listing, it seems like there are several issues. I see the pictures that you had for the home, to promote the home, could have been much better. And I also see that you price the home at the number that you want, rather than the number that's going to get people looking at your home, falling in love with your home, and then wanting to compete with your home. So I wanted to show some statistic that we have in our industry. If the home is put on the market at something that is considered market value, about 60% of people in the market for a home like this are going to look at it. If you're going to put it for 10% over, you're going to have something like 30% of all people in the market. If you're going to put it at 15% over, you're going to have something like 10%.
Hey, one sec. You got a phone call. It's the exterminator. He said it's the 4th time he's coming out this week for the cockroaches that are infesting this house. So can you help him out?
Excuse me, Dimitri. Let me go see what chaos is going on.
Dimitri, excellent job, my friend. Bella's got to take care of this cockroach problem in the house you're going to be selling. So excellent job for you, Dimitri. Joe, are you ready?
I'm ready, yeah.
Who would you like Bella to be?
Bella will be an estate planning client that has walked into my office extremely late, and I only have 3 minutes available until my next client comes in.
Awesome. Okay. And Bella.
Oh, I could just be Sean Callaghan.
Very funny, Bella Rita. How old is Bella, and like what's her life circumstance?
Well, Bella is 60, and I don't know her life circumstance. That's something I'm going to find out very quickly.
So Bella is 60. She's on husband number 6. Bella, take us in.
Ring ring.
I'm sorry?
I said ring ring. Hello, is this Joe?
Yeah, hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, Bella, I usually, my meetings are usually around 2 to 3 hours, but we only have 3 minutes left here. So I will squeeze 3 hours into 3 minutes, if you don't mind. And
okay.
Okay, so here we go. So, generally, people who are interested in estate planning have 3 concerns. Number 1, people ask about succession planning. What if I pass away? I don't want to leave a mess to my family members. Number 2, if I'm worth more than, let's say, soon to be $3.5 million, my family will have to pay a lot of estate tax if I die. Number 3, if I don't have long-term care insurance, when I'm 95 and I need a nursing home, I need home care, it's going to cost me a lot of money, and I need a plan how to pay for it. So before we go into these 3 topics, tell me generally about your family structure. You have any children, nieces, nephews, and also tell me generally the value of your assets.
Yeah, so no children. I do have a nephew and another one on the way, and sister is, really all of my immediate family, and And then what were the other questions?
And the general value of your assets.
Oh, the general value of my assets, I would probably say, I don't know, maybe a couple $1 million.
Okay. All right. So here we go. So succession planning, we all saw it during COVID. People passed away unexpectedly without, any preparation. People have to think, what happens if, they wake up one day, they're not here, God forbid, what's going to happen? You worked really hard to accumulate your couple of $1 million. You want to make sure it goes to the right people without litigation. You might be paying for life insurance. You're paying thousands of dollars a year for policies. You want to make sure the money goes to the right people. If you just pay a little bit more, you hire an attorney to put some paperwork together for you. He can have documents set up so the right people will get it, the right people will manage it, and there will be no mess, no litigation after you pass away. And whatever you worked for won't just dissolve within a couple of months. So that's the succession planning part. Estate planning part. Okay, so Joe Biden plans to reduce the,
With a quick call, it's Joe, not this Joe, some other Joe. He said he's 22, he's your sugar baby, and you got to talk to him.
Joe, pardon me for a few moments while I go talk to my sugar baby. I gotta see what he's here for.
no problem. Okay.
Joe Bell will be back shortly. She's got an important appointment. So we're going to go to it now, to our amazing judges. And so first, we'll start with Tomas. And Tomas, what 30 seconds of feedback do you have for Dimitri on what worked and what could be optimized, and a score on a scale of 1 to 10? So please, Tomas, what do you got?
So what I noticed for Dimitri is he was really good, and he seemed very educated about the listing in itself, like what he was there to basically to do, his job, what he was trying to take. So I like that. He was also really good at pointing out what he was going to be bringing to the table and where they were lacking the last time, in order to basically make him stand out, look better, basically seal it in their mind as to why they need to move forward with him as far as listing the property with him. I've never really given a score before, but I would say it's about an 8 out of 10, pretty positive. I'm sure there's a few things that you could probably work on, but overall pretty good.
Nice. All right, Isaudi, what did you have for Dimitri?
That was really, really good. I also did real estate in New York for a short while. Basically modulate your voice. Like when you're on the phone, sound more excited, like ups and lows, ups and downs, ups and downs. That'll help a lot. I try, like, have fun with it. Like, one day you're just gonna try something new, and you'll be laughing to yourself, but like, not because you're laughing at the client, but because you're like, yo, that sounded funny, but it's working. And then you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna try that again. That's what I would recommend.
All right, if I may,
The score for him is?
What was that?
Did you give a score, Joe? I mean, a Saudi too, Joe?
Well, a score? Yeah, he did really, really good. He did, I'd say a 9. You did really good.
Nice. And Dimitri, we'll come back in a minute, if that's cool, for any comments or thoughts. Tim, what did you have, my friend, for Joe?
All right. For Joe, I put that, Joe was great at explaining a lot of stuff, but he didn't ask enough questions, knowing he has only 3 minutes. I think that was just a lot of information just to explain, rather than getting enough interest to book a second call. So asking a lot more questions, finding out what's important to her would be good. And then as for a score, I put a 7
Nice.
out of 10.
And Tim, you just put an extraordinary event together. And the name of your event and organization is? HERO stands for?
Hearts-driven entrepreneurs enriching others.
Nice. And you had some of the most iconic people in the history of real estate coaching, speaking, training, including Robert Allen, author of Nothing Down, sold books all over the world. And just, in 30 seconds, brother, what would you share with these people was the genius of how you created that event and created all these beautiful relationships and had them come on down to Key West?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's genius, but it's 20 years of relationship capital, the how the whole event came together was really following my heart, and trust that it will all work out. And and I took everything I didn't like about other events, and I said, we're gonna make it happen here at this event, and that's what happened.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Well, again, appreciate Tim. We'll come back in a little bit. Kadisha, what did you have for Joe? Please.
Okay, for Joe, I will more lean towards asking a little bit more questions to getting to know what it is that she requires, asking open-ended questions, and lead in with your information based on what it is that they're wanting. So I would lead with that, and I'll do a 7 out of 10 for Joe.
Nice. All right, Joe, Dimitri, excellent job, round one. Dimitri, did you have a question about something?
Just a little comment. So one of the pieces of feedback I got was that I should be sounding more upbeat, more fun, more whatever, right? But here's why I didn't do it for this particular call. I'm calling expired. They are pissed that they didn't sell their home, right? So I don't want to sound too cheerful. I'm almost like grieving together with them. I'm feeling their pain, and I'm communicating to them that how tough it must be for you that your home didn't sell. And here's what I would do different.
Yeah, awesome job. Here's a thought, right? Matching and mirroring equals exactly what you said. Like enter where they are. Once you've matched and mirrored, once you've acknowledged and said, I see you, I hear you, what you say matters to me, there could be a pivot and innovation to bring their spirit up aspirationally to what might be able to happen. I'm not saying you should have done that. I'm not saying you should in 3 minutes, but just a thought. So excellent job, Dimitri, though, right? So very nice work.
Excellent feedback.
Yeah, excellent. So Dimitri and Joe, we're ready for round 2. Joe, we're going to switch it up and who goes first. And Joe, Miss Bella is back. She had her little meeting with her sugar baby, and please take us in.
Hello, Joe, I'm back.
Hi. Okay. So I assume we're still on the same topic, right? This is not different.
Yes, we are.
And how much time do I have?
3 minutes.
Okay. All right. So I want to ask you about your family. Well, you told me about who your family members are. Now, who is most important to you to receive your assets? What do you want to do with it after you pass away? Have you thought about that at all?
Yeah, I think, probably at this point, would go to my sister's children since, I don't have any. So, my sister's a bit younger than me. So maybe to my sister, maybe to, my nieces and nephews, maybe there's charity. I'm not really sure. What do most single people do?
Okay. So a lot of people do a mix. They have certain family members that they're closest with, maybe get a little bit more. They include some charities as well. But as I said, the main thing is to have it in writing. And one thing we do also is that we do not have it go to children directly. We want to make sure that if it goes to one of your nieces or nephews who are very young, that it goes to a trust for them. We can explain a lot more. Obviously, we only have a short period of time. So the other issue is estate taxes. I don't want to go too much into it, but we want to make sure that they'll get whatever you want to leave for them they'll get the full amount, and that they won't have to pay a lot in taxes. And again, we could set up documents to take care of that and to get around all the complicated tax rules. Now, who do you want to control your assets? Who do you want? Let's say, for example, you become incapacitated, and God forbid, who do you want controlling everything? And you can have a team of people controlling it together. The initial meeting right now is not for you to make decisions. It's just for you to have thoughts in your mind so that you could go home and think about things. So when we meet again, you'll have a general idea of the items you have to think about so that we can have a more comprehensive
people
meeting.
that don't have children, who do they usually give control of their assets to?
So they have their closest family members, but I suggest having 2 or 3 together to have a team of people. Because if you really don't have anybody that close to you, then you can have a team. Now, if somebody really has nobody, no relatives, and they, just everybody's gone, a lot of people hire professionals who have licenses on the line, who will act correctly and act for your benefit. And manage things for you. And a lot of people have close friends. You know, sometimes close friends are better than close relatives. So you might want to think about your close friends, and they could be looking out for you. Now, if you really have no close relatives, a lot of people say spend all your money now while you're alive, and you don't necessarily have to save it for people. But if your relatives are very close to you, then you might want to start saving assets for them and working hard so that they'll have money later on. So that's a different style depending on how close you are to them.
So Joe, I got to run right now.
Yeah, hey, Bella, real quick. You got a message. This is Sugar. He said it's Sugar Baby. Leave it all to me. That's the message. So could you, whatever you want to do with that.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, Joe. Excellent job, my friend. How'd that feel for you?
Good. Good. It's not so easy in 3 minutes, but I did my best.
Yeah, you did an excellent job, dude. Okay, so let's go to Dimitri. Dimitri, Bella's back. She's dealt with the cockroaches. Are you ready?
So am I calling her back or she's calling me back?
Either way.
She's calling you back.
Oh,
Bella,
she's calling me back. Yes, this is better.
I'm calling you back. All right. Hi, Dimitri. I'm back. Sorry about that interruption.
Not a problem at all, Bella. In fact, now I know that you are dealing with an extermination issue in your home. How did this meeting with exterminator go?
The meeting went well. I think they're going to be able to fix the problem.
Gotcha. Well, see, I just thought about something. I'm just looking at the listing on the market for your home that expired. And I see that it did not have anything saying about this extermination problem. In fact, there was no disclosure package even. So I'm getting a sense that a lot of buyers who came in to see your home did not even realize that you have these pest problems and potentially other problems. Did you get the same kind of sense as well?
I'm not sure.
Well, this is what is typically happening. There are two types of buyers. There are buyers who want to buy a home that is completely perfect, that's ready to move in. They don't need to do anything, and they're great buyers, right? But on the other hand, there are buyers who are specifically interested in homes that need some work done because they see this as an opportunity. And sometimes when agents prepare listings for the market, they do not make it very clear what kind of home you got. Now, to sell your home for the top dollar, there are really two ways. You either can take your home as is, put it on the market, document everything, and let the buyers know that this is what they're getting. And you're going to get those type of buyers, and you're going to create a competition between them. The other way to do it...
I like competition.
Excellent. And the other way to do this, if you want to put more work into the home, you can fix all those issues. You can make your home perfect. You can put it in the market as perfect. You can create a competition between different buyers. Now, if you were to fix the home before putting it in the market, you could expect to get more money at the end of the day, but sometimes it's hard to guess for sure which renovations are going to make the biggest difference. So whichever way you pursue, it really depends on your priorities, on your willingness to wait more time to get it done. Now, if you want me to help you through the process, I'm happy supporting you whichever of those options you choose. But the bottom line, to get the highest dollar for your home, to get the top dollar, you have to get it out there to as many people as possible. You have to present your home the best, whether it's fixed or not. And you want to price it lower than what you really want to get people excited, fall in love with your home, go through the door, look at the home, and then put them in a competition.
Gotcha.
Does it make sense?
It does make sense, Dimitri. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, let me ask you, are you still looking to sell?
I gotta go right now, so I gotta run. I got another meeting I gotta run to. So maybe we can. I'm definitely interested. It sounds like you can do a better job. So maybe you can just come by and we can sign the contract.
Excellent. I'm glad that you're ready to move forward. When is a good time to stop by? Would 3
I gotta run right now, Dimitri.
All right, I'll call you later. Good talking to you.
The pest guy is here for the rodents, Bella.
Got it. Yes, on my way.
Bella, how are you listing houses with cockroaches and rodents? What's going on?
I fix problems, Sean. It's what I do.
All right. So excellent work. Joe, Dimitri, would you guys like to have some more fun?
Sure.
Awesome. So Joe, it's your turn to put me on the proverbial hot seat. So put me on the spot, the hot seat, whatever you want to call it, where I have to go from hello to yes. So I will be anybody you want. I will be having to go from hello to yes. The only request is that it's in integrity. So I'm not selling something to people they don't need, but it could be any of the most challenging circumstances that you could possibly envision or imagine. I've been everything from presidential candidates to people having to present things to the Supreme Court, to having selling things to Oprah, to lemonade stands, and whatever it is. So who would you like me to be?
Okay. I guess you're looking to buy an apartment.
Okay. And who would you like me to be seeking a yes from?
Well, I'm the agent, and I'm trying to rent you the apartment. I guess you're trying to get a yes from me.
Okay. And the yes I'm getting is to get the price I want, and I'm
Well, I want you to rent the apartment, and I'm the agent trying to rent it to you.
Got it. Okay. So, and what's the friction point? So I want to negotiate a lower number from you for rent, or like what's that? Or I want to demonstrate that I'm the right tenant. You know, what's the friction in the dynamic?
Well, you're not sure if you want it, and then I guess I have to try to convince you that you like it.
Got it. Okay. How about this? So do you want me to be then the realtor? Because I'm the one who has the
Either one. It's up to you. Either one. Whatever you prefer. Yeah.
Yeah, whichever's harder. Which one do you think is harder? I would think being the realtor would be the harder role, right?
Yes, the realtor is the harder role. Okay.
Yeah. So, and who would you like to be the tenant?
Well, I'll be the prospective tenant then. That's fine.
Yeah, cool. Hey, so Joe, thanks so much for coming to check out this apartment. I really appreciate it. And I think you're from New Jersey. Is that right? We're here in Manhattan.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. So what's making you think, by the way, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the time. And I know you have about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, so we have to move along. And so my thought is that's not enough time to make a decision, but I want to just demonstrate, number one, if there's some interest here, and second, see if I'm the right person to help you. Does that sound like a fair deal for our next 2.5 minutes together?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so what brings you...
It's going out. I can't hear.
Yeah, I was saying, what brings you from New Jersey to Manhattan, Joe?
Well, I'm looking to get an apartment that's near my office, and so I can easily go back and forth. My kids are all out of the house, so now I'm my wife and I could be local.
Yeah, and what is it that you do?
I'm a lawyer.
Oh, amazing! What kind of law?
I do a corporate law.
Interesting. And what type of work in general? Are you transactional, litigation, both?
We do mergers and acquisitions, hedge funds getting together. Yeah.
This whole COVID time has to be crazy for what you've been dealing with the economy and the influx of cash, and a lot been happening.
It has been crazy, but for the wealthy crowd, this COVID's actually been very helpful because a lot of people are working from home. They're leaving out the social part of their jobs. They're just focusing on the work, and the deals have still been going on. You know, my clients are not restaurant owners and the people having a hard time. They're just making their money, and life is going on. My clients are in their homes in Palm Beach, Florida, enjoying life.
Oh, awesome. So what are you looking for in an apartment?
So I'm looking for an apartment that has nice views, that is quiet, that is clean, and is close to public transportation.
Awesome. So listen, the place that we're meeting in today is relatively quiet. It does overlook Central Park. Once in a while, there are events, obviously in Central Park, that create some noise, like the marathon, etc. So I want to be very candid with you right up front. I'm not going to try to sell you something that doesn't fit for you, but this apartment is spectacular. The views are unparalleled in Manhattan. The people that live in this building are the types of clients you would want to meet for sure. Some of the most wealthy and affluent people in the city populate this building. What makes it uniquely special, though, is that once a month, the building has a meeting and a socialization dynamic where people come together and they just hang out. And so while there's this incredibly successful crowd, they are not sitting in the space of aloofness, if you will, and there's warmth. The building is looking for a particular type of person. That's not code for a rich, uptight person. It really is for heart-centeredness. There's a building community meeting leader who really has come in about 5 years ago that's seeking to add contribution, love, connection, all sorts of amazing things, heavy on contribution. So if that makes sense, you will have a little bit of noise being on Central Park, but the spectacular views, let me know. And as long as I'm sitting here in the space of being direct with you, upfront with you, and I'm resonating with you, if this doesn't work, I'd love to show you some more things. So how are you feeling about that, Joe?
Well, that sounds great, but we left out the most important factor of my decision.
Yeah.
Which is price.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't mention price. I apologize.
Okay.
When I asked
No
you.
problem.
Yeah, I spoke into all the things that you spoke about. I mean, this is pricing. So without a doubt, you're looking for this unit about $15,000 a month. So if that's not in your price range, then I will leave right away. But when I did read the email, it had those criteria. So I wanted to show you view, beautiful place, peace, quiet, connectivity. But if that doesn't work for you, just let me know what your budget is, and I'm happy to take you to your budget.
Okay, so why should I take this apartment instead of spending the next month looking at other apartments?
Well, if it meets your criteria, because this is going to be gone by tomorrow. This building is as coveted as any in Manhattan. That's not fake scarcity. Shown continuously. It is the place to be in the city. But again, I just don't know your price range. And I was just reflecting upon all the different.
So the price range is fine. It's just a matter of if it's a good deal. I only like to get good deals. So, if it's on the lower side of what these apartments go for, then I'll take it.
Yeah, I would say it's right in the norm of what these go for sure. It's not overpriced. But there, Joe, if you don't make more than the rent you're paying for a year in the first 3 months you're here in business deals that you do, I would be shocked. And if that's not untrue, come tell me, because you have 4 billionaires that live in this building. You have at least 9 centimillionaires, and nobody who is here makes less than $500,000 a year. That's the least. And there are people in this building making 10 million and up. So for your business to work, I think there's extraordinary possibility.
So let's make a deal. If I get that work you say, I'll pay double rent, and you'll get the extra half. And if I don't make those deals, then you'll cover my rent. Are you willing to take that chance?
Joe, I have a lot of respect for you and appreciate it. What I don't know is how effective you are at relationship creation, and that makes my commission, and certainly the landlord's not going to take that. But you know what? How about this? Are you somebody who builds relationships effectively?
Yes.
And,
well, if you don't trust me, then why should I trust you when you're telling me all these things about the apartment?
Well, I didn't ask you if you're lying or not. I'm asking if you're effective at business building, because there are many very honest people and integrists who haven't been through the Unblinded programming, and they don't know really how to capitalize on integrous opportunities. I don't know if that's you. So I'll tell you what, if you take the Unblinded program, number one, I am then confident that you'll make a ton. So I will be willing to bet you 10 times my commission that you will make more than $180,000 in the first 3 months in business being in this building. How does that sound?
10 times. Can you say the numbers one more time?
Sure. So it's $180,000. My commission is 20%.
Yeah.
So the commission would be
$36,000.
So I will bet you $360,000 that you will make more than $180,000 in the first 3 months you're here, provided you also invest in the Unblinded program. So I'm willing to bet $360,000, and if you don't, I will pay you, and as long as you'll pay me.
Okay, sounds fine.
Right. Virtual handshake, Joe. Joe, that was an awesome job, man. That may have been the most fun, dynamic, assertive, put me on the hot seat thing that anybody's done yet. So, Joe, awesome job.
That was definitely a hot seat. Great job, Joe.
Joe, how'd I do?
Great.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Awesome job. So, Bella Verita, how'd that feel for you?
That was super fun. I haven't seen anyone give you a hard time in such a long time. I might have enjoyed it a little bit.
Besides you, each and every day, Bella Verita?
Yeah, besides me, but nobody else does. That was kind of fun. Thanks, Joe. Fist
No
bump.
problem. Yeah.
So let's take it to the judges. Awesome job. Let's go reverse order this time. Kadisha, what'd you have for Joe?
Joe was fabulous. Like, he actually did great in terms of being very clear and saying, hey, you don't have all my criteria, right? So basically, Joe kind of had you rethink your position as to what it is that you're offering him. He also gave you the ability to, like, great negotiating deal, by the way, Joe, in terms of saying, okay, win-win. Like, if I do this, I need you. You pretty much dabbled. You're like, if I do this, I need you to do that.
And your score is?
And my score, I was scored Joe a 10.
Beautiful. Excellent.
Ooh.
I don't know if Joe negotiated a great deal, though. I think he's paying $360,000 for a commission that would have only been 36. I'm teasing. Awesome job. And Kadisha, how was your day today on the Real Raw?
My day today has been great.
Yes. How did you enjoy your experience here?
It was great. It was very, very different. I didn't know what to expect. Well, after watching the previous shows, but experience here has just been really great.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you. And again, thank you for your service. Kadisha, Tim.
Sir.
Tim, my friend, what do you have for Joe?
Phenomenal. I loved it. I love the way he gave you a hard time and really like dive deep into that negotiation. Great job, Joe. I give you a 10 on that. Phenomenal.
Thank you.
Excellent work. And how'd I do, Tim? What do you got?
You did awesome. The way you responded and how at the end you even pitched Unblinded as a part of it. That was phenomenal. I love that.
It's
I give you a 10 too.
Thank you. Awesome job, Tim. And thank you seriously for the unique privilege and opportunity to speak at your event, to support in the fundraising, and really beautiful work you do in the world. And again, I continue to look forward to building a beautiful relationship. And I know you have so much respect and love out there in the world, and you're doing a remarkable job. And you have such a lovely family, Tim, and really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Yeah, and I totally enjoy it here and enjoy getting to know you more too, and looking forward to learning more about Unblinded and doing this big launch with you. So looking forward to it.
Well, thank you, brother. Beautiful job today. I appreciate you. So let's go with Isaudi. What did you have for Dimitri?
For Dimitri?
Yes.
You mean for Joe?
No, from Dimitri. He did his second round.
Oh yes, no, he did great. I love both of them, Bella and Joe. I mean, and Dimitri did both really, really well. He did perfect. I got nothing, no feedback, negative or nothing negative. He did perfect in my opinion.
And his score is then?
His score is 10.
Hands across the board. Look at this. Dimitri and Joe rocking the house today. And yes, and we have one final and extraordinary judge, Tomas. Tomas, what did you have for Dimitri?
I like how he took the feedback that we gave him, definitely implemented it. He even used the more the tone inflections. He also did the actually gauged how Bella was doing and changed up the way that he was speaking to her and really trying to get her in, and ultimately was able to get her in. So I'm on board. I think it was a 10 at the end. So
nice. Excellent job. And Saudi, how was your experience today on the Real Raw?
I loved it. It was a pretty good experience. It was good to see, through you, the Unblinded methodologies embodied. And I did love, just as Tim said, how you pitched Unblinded at the very end of that little skit. That was awesome. That was funny. But no, I enjoyed the experience. It was great.
Awesome. Appreciate you. And Tomas, how about yourself, man? Thank you for everything you did here today. How'd you enjoy your experience?
It was definitely interesting, novel, and enjoyable. It's actually cool getting to see different people and different perspectives going through these things. So even though I'm not, participating per se, I'm definitely picking up on all the things that you guys have to offer. So,
well, awesome. Well, appreciate you, Tomas. Great job, man. And Joe, super fun. you get the #1 person yet. People had more creative scenarios, like making me Joe Biden, talking to Donald Trump, but that was definitely the most direct and assertive scenario yet, and interplay. So really appreciate you. That is awesome. So thank you. And how was your day in the real, Raja?
Thank you. So I actually had no idea that this was going to happen. So I really just had to improvise in about 2 seconds. So I'm glad that worked out. So I enjoyed this. I do have to say that if I have to sell something in 3 minutes, one might debate if it's better to just speak to the customer and get them in enough to get their interest to come back, or does it make more sense to have a dialogue with them and use the 3 minutes that way? Does it pay to show your expertise or to get that dialogue?
100% use the time to connect.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt. I've done this all over the world. I've broken sales records on Tony Robbins' stage. I've raised $3.4 million for charity. The last 4 times I've spoken $1 million in the last month. It is unquestionable. And I've top 100 national jury verdicts, ... I only say those things to just let you know that I'm not just giving you an opinion. This is objective reality. Open listening to people, create depth of connection. I model people. Oprah says everybody needs to leave feeling integriously. I see you, I hear you, and what you say matters. In 3 minutes, you can't do that and sell something. Always seek the depth of connection. That's my 100% expert opinion, brother.
Okay.
Yeah. Dimitri, how was your day today in the Real Raw?
Awesome. I got to practice, got some feedback. It's awesome.
Yeah. And Dimitri, you have such a beautiful level of certainty. You have tremendous certainty, immense congruence. Awesome job. I'd say just to really think into developing that depth of a relationship to open the listening, because you're just so congruent, so articulate, so strong. Awesome job. Just perhaps that heart-to-heart connection expanding is always a key thing to look at, how we could rise in that mastery, even though you're truly an expert. So great job, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bella Verita, fun day. As always, it's Why Wednesday. Bella, what's your why?
Oh, my why for what specifically?
Or what you do every day in the world, in life, in Align. Like, what's Bella Verita's mission in this world?
Why I do what I do at Align is because it impacts people on multiple levels. So, we get the honor and the privilege to help primarily women get sales and business development jobs. And so we get to put them in much needed jobs, and we get to help businesses grow and scale. And that stimulates our economy. That helps us, grow as an economy. And so all around, it's a win-win situation. And I think my favorite thing about what it is that we do and why we do is the impact in salespeople's lives. So yesterday, I just had a call with one of my agents, and to see where she was, 6 months ago, and today is I cry every single time. It's absolutely extraordinary, and most of the time we provide the key people for companies to be able to grow and scale. So.
Yeah. And Bella, immense gratitude. We have a lot of fun. We joke and create crazy scenarios. Bella is as heart-centered, hardworking, ego subjugated, 99.99% of the time. Tee, right? As you'll see in
I admit I got some ego. You don't get to where I'm at without having some ego, Sean. Come on.
I do know this. So no, just truly gaining and rising in mastery, modeling, learning, and the greatest genius we could possess in the world is the genius to subjugate our ego enough to learn. And Bella, you're representing that every day with humility. I live that. I pay $250,000 a year to my personal development every year. And I'm privileged to be a platinum line in Tony Robbins' world. Work hard at it. Bella Verita, thank you. Final.
Final is, that was one of the most extraordinary hello to yeses I have ever seen, actually getting pushback. And there's a formula. Sean unpacks that every Monday night on Clubhouse at 7 p.m. So you want to be there. And then every morning at 9 a.m., how to unpack value with clients, how to ecosystem merge so you can grow and accelerate every morning at 9 a.m. And if for some reason you don't have an iPhone and neither one of those work for you, or even if you do, one of our team members is going to reach out. You want to take that call, because what they are able to do in an hour to grow and accelerate your business and give you optics on things that you couldn't see will blow your mind. So definitely take that call. And Sean, thank you for having me. And thank you everyone for being here today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bella started here, by the way, as a client and became co-host and is crushing things. You know, people or everybody's a coach today and everybody's talking about stuff. Like, I get it, but there is a mechanism.
Sean,
Yeah.
can I tell you something?
Yes, ma'am.
So I just signed, well, we didn't sign. We are in contract negotiations for another 6-figure client for the marketing team for Disney.
It's unbelievable.
That also came through an ecosystem merger with another Unblinded team member.
Yeah. Bella, if that gets signed and what you've done just this month, I think that you will have more than 10x. You're going to pace more than 10x your business from 2021 to 2022. And by the way, this is not staged. I did not know that happened. Bella did not.
That conversation was like literally an hour ago.
Yeah. So congratulations. It's all. Listen, love you guys. Everybody says they know it. It's here. We say that with humility, but we got professionals all over the place. This is not your mama's coaching company. This is massive acceleration, and we love it and we live it. And every day we unpack all the things that the most successful people in the world are doing, and we tell you everything we're doing every single day to cause massive acceleration in ourselves, our elite members, our partners, all of it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here on Why Wednesday. Bella Rita.
We are all blind.
And just learning to see. Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, thanks.